Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Surya Lemming and today I'm bringing you a look at the current units in Planetary Annihilation. As you can see, this is alpha build 49167, very memorable number. This is the first alpha build I've played on, it's quite an early one. I'll be giving you updates on the units as time goes on, as I see fit. If there's big changes, and I'll be trying to keep an eye on all the updates, so subscribe if you're very interested. So today we're looking at the vehicles. We're going to start off with the basic vehicles, then we'll move on to the advanced vehicles, and I'm going to show their general speed, and I would show the damage output, but that's a bit difficult, so I'm just going to try and do some sort of test with that, but we'll see. So let's start off with the fabrication vehicle. It costs 225 metal. I've got a fleet of fabrication aircraft flying over now to help build it a bit quicker. Where are they? Here they come. Blimey, they are flying slow. So this is the first fabrication bot we'll be looking at. Well, it's not a bot, it's a vehicle, but I digress. It builds all the general buildings in Planetary Annihilation, which I'll be going over in a later video. And it builds it at a relatively good pace. There we go. I'll leave that there now. We'll just send it up there for speed testing soon. Next is our basic vehicle with a weapon. It is very quick, very effective, and it only costs 150 metal, which is fantastic. So it's very cheap. It's great for early scouting and for doing very quick skirmishes against engineers in the early game. I'll send them up there as well. Next one, anti-air unit. Now the anti-air spinner unit costs 225 metal, and it is an incredibly effective anti-air unit at this point in the game. It's so easy to make, so quick to make, and they're very cheap to build, so you'll probably be getting a lot of these. Next up, we've got the basic tank. Now, something that should be noted is the air units can attack ground, but they don't do much damage against ground at all. The tanks, however, do quite a bit of damage, and ants, as a rush unit, incredibly powerful. So we'll send him up there as well. And next, we have got the advanced factory. So first up, we have got the advanced fabrication vehicle. This is very good. It builds a lot faster, as you'd expect, than the standard vehicle. Also, sister factory can be a bit buggy at times. I believe they're about the same speed. We shall be testing that soon enough. And as you can see, it works exactly like all standard vehicles. And fabrication units, in that it's place a building you can build. It builds the standard advanced set of buildings, again, which I'll be going over in another video, and builds it at quite a pace. Now, one thing of note is the advanced fabrication vehicle and bots and planes and whatnot can't build their tier 1 equivalents, and there is no tier 2 anti-air, but we're going over that in the future. Now, the first aggressive vehicle is the Thumper. It is quite slow, but it does a hell of a lot of damage. It's actually not the most damaging unit in the game, which is a bit surprising to me. It costs 1,575 metal, which is it's actually quite reasonable for a tier 2 unit at this point. And has it disappeared? No, there it is. And it's very good for just doing a big aggressive pushes against the enemy base. Next up is the artillery. The artillery has a bloody good range. It costs the same as a Thumper. And generally, I would probably favour Sheller over the Thumper in a general situation, simply because the range is pretty damn good on its attack. There's the AI over there doing something. I've had to play in the game with 3 other AIs. Now, normally they don't actually do anything. And looks like the pathing on this has gone a bit wonky. Come on. It is alpha. I have to bear with me through a couple of these little niggling things. And last but not least, we have got the Leveler. The Leveler costs the same as all the other ones, and it can take a lot of damage. Now, it probably doesn't take as much damage as I would have hoped, but it can take a good 3-4 Sheller shots before it dies, from what I've seen, which is pretty damn good. Okay, so as soon as we can get these units over there, we shall do the speed testing. So I will see you in a second. And we're back. Hello again. So, as you can see, I've lined them all up in approximately straight lines. Unfortunately, the vehicles do not like going straight. So I've done it as close as I can, but it's the best I can do. In all these tests, I'll be using the commander as a um, yardstick, essentially, so we can get a comparative measure of speed based on that. So I've lined them all up. I'm just going to pick a random distance over here, roughly in the centre for them to travel to, and we'll see how their relative speeds are. Okay, let's give it a go. As you can see, our little scout unit's the fastest, with the fabricators going the same speed, and the spinner being about the same speed as that. By far the slowest are the shellers and is the sheller and the thumper, unsurprising, but the tank and the ant are about the same, and they're about the same speed as the commander as well. So, a little bit of a small test, but it gave us a rough idea of what's the slowest, with the shell and thumper coming up well behind, and the fabrication bots and the AA being nearly as fast as the little scout. Now, I'm sure if I did this over a much longer distance, which I will do in the future when we get better map generation, be able to see more how that changes and go around corners and whatnot. But for now, that's what we've got. I tell you what, I'm going to cut here. I'm going to go kill this AI so you can see what comparative damage looks like. So I will see you guys in a second again. And the AI had a lot more point defense, and he killed me. Oh, well, that's a shame. So I wasn't able to get any sort of comparable metric data out of that. I'll be doing the bots in the next video, followed by the air and the naval units. I will be trying to figure out a way of doing damage testing. I'll probably get a friend to jump on with me at some point, but I don't have one available at the minute, so it'll probably be a few videos time. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again. So we're Lemming, signing out.